version of the stem and leaf plot that we were speaking of last class, right? We can actually take our stems and split them up a little further, right? So that we wind up having two different stems. So it will look like this, right? So we're talking about the 50 richest people, I believe, over here, right? That's what it looked like. So if we wanted to spread the data out, we could do two different types of stems. This would be yellow. So the first one is the one we just did. So so I can have 2 3s here. Isn't that weird? And let's look at our numbers we have for the 30s. We have 36 and 35. So then this 3 is going to be blank, right? So we're going to have a 5 and a 6. And then we can have 2 4s. And one of the 4s is going to go for 40 through 44. And the other one will be 45 through 49, right? So then those 2 4 leaves will look like. Let's see. Ew, this is out of order. That's gross. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. So we would go 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Right? You're still getting the same information. You're just able to spread things out. So, I mean, this is helpful if you had, say, there were like 20 different entries in the 40s area, right? Then it might be nice to split it, so that you don't have a leaf that's going, you know, way out to here. So that's why you would want to do something like this. Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. And so that's what the whole thing's going to look like. If you wanted to do it, I think the example that I put was sufficient. So if you don't have to write this whole thing down. If you understood what was going on with the first one, right? All of those stems have been split. And now we got some shorter leaves, right? Some shorter leaves. Okay. Hey! No, just kidding. This is a dot plot. Each data entry is plotted using a point above a horizontal axis, right? And you know the frequency because that's how many dots there are. Yeah? Looks pretty good. All right, so we're going to construct the dot plot. I do believe on the next page we're going to be able to see these all plotted. So there we go. Let's talk about this thing. All right, our data is ranging from lowest value of 78 right here. Our highest value is, I see 159. I think that's it. So when we construct our horizontal axis, we could choose, and we could have chosen to start at 75 if we wanted to, right? And then we're going to go through all the way to our highest value. So what does this tell us? What does this tell us right here? This tells us that what does it tell us? Yep, multiple 127s, I think. 1, 2, 3. Is it a 126 maybe?
It's just, I don't know where the...
No, it's okay. It's hard to tell, right? It's hard to tell. I think that this is pointing, that the 125 is pointing right here, right? So I think that's 126. I think you're right. Let's see. Are there indeed that many? There's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So let's correct. All right. So to the graph, there are indeed 5 126s, and that's what that tells us, right? All right. So we are going to construct a dot plot using this guy, all right? So follow along with me. That's a terrible looking picture. Let's do this together. Ready? Together then? Yeah. Together then. No mercy in this dojo. No mercy. Mercy is for the weak. Cobra Kai. All right, here we go. So let's find our lowest one. Okay, guys, let's find the lowest value. Ooh, it looks like it's 35. Is that right? Okay, what's the highest value? So it looks like 89. There it is. So I think my scale goes from 30 to 90.
Here, 35 is the slowest one. I think it's at 35.
Well, I could, but I don't want my last value to be the best. I don't know. You could if you wanted to. I just felt like going. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna go with your suggestion. Because then I gotta make a lot of notches here. I gotta go 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Boom. I did all of that, right? I did the nice long lines on there, and I'm gonna straighten them up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and all we need to do is label, so that way we don't have to label all of them. So we can go 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. And now we're almost ready to start graphing. Guys, whenever we're making a graph, what do we need to include?
Key.
Yeah, some sort of a label, or key, right? So this is, we're gonna call this ages. And now we're good to go. Now we've got the setup done. Now we're ready to start plotting some points. All right, so we've got 1 at 35. Boom, we're going to put a dot there. I'm going to cross that out. We've got 1. Oh, these are in order, so that's nice. I can just go through. We've got 1 at 36. We have 1 at 42. We have 1 at 43. We've got 1 at 44. We've got 1 at 46. 1 at 47. 1 at 49. 2 at 51. Boom. 2 at 53. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1 at 54. 2 at 54. Thank you. No, 55, 56. We got 1. 57. We got 1. 58. 59. Whoa, there. What else do I got? 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 2 at 61, 1 at 61, 2, 3, 1 at 63. Now we're at 64. All right, where are we at? 64. We've got 2 65s, 2 66s. We got a 67. So 1, 2, 67. Sorry, talking to the seat. There we go. Oh, where are we at here? 68 and then 269. 8, 7, 68, 69, 69, 72, 3 73s, 1, 2, 3, 76, 77, and 2 78s. 76, 77, and 2 78s. We got an 80. We've got an 81. An 82. 2 83s. 185. 2 86s, thank you. 187. 2 89s. Wow. Yeah, I put those in the wrong spot. Thank you. I just wanted to keep going in sequence, so 289 right there. All right, so we just made a dot plot. We're going to track a lot. There it is. All right, and there's a picture of it. But we already did it. Looks pretty good. Hey, a pie chart. Makes me hungry. A circle is divided into sectors that represent categories. The area of each sector is proportional to the frequency of the category. I think the weirdest thing about making a pie chart, right, is you got to figure out how to make it accurate, right? What is 15% of 360? And then you have to cut out that little slice, right, that accurately represents 15% of 360. I think that's the weirdest part. Everything else is kind of cool. You make it kind of easy, kind of cool. You make some percentages, right? You color some categories. It's a really nice visual representation. So when we're going to construct the pie chart, this particular one we're going to construct is the number of earned degrees in thousands in 2007. That really seems like not a lot. That must be for one college. or maybe like one area, like maybe in the Albuquerque metro area or whatever. Is that even a thing? That includes us. I think they include like Tijeras and Edgewood, maybe not.
Look at my political circle.
That's okay. Alright, so what we're going to have to do first is figure out some percentages, right? That's going to be the main amount of work that we're going to be doing here. Alright, so there we go. We are going to figure out our percentages by, also known as the relative frequency. Actually, I'm going to keep that all there. By first getting a total, right? So we're going to add 728 plus 1,525, 604, 90, and 60. We're going to add all of those. That gives us a total of 3,007. Then in order to find out what percent each category is, right, we're going to divide the number in that category by the total number. We're going to do that for each category. So once we've found all of these percentages, we're going to have to figure out how much of 360, right, our each category is, right? Or what percentage of 360 that is, right? Because remember, I mean, you may not recall, and that's okay, right? If I start here on a circle at 0 degrees, right, and I go all the way around, I end at 360 degrees, right? So a quarter of your circle, 25% would be right there, right? At 90 degrees, right? And that's how you get that game to be accurate, right? So associates degrees, right? 24%. We're associates degrees, so what's that going to look like? If we're at 24%, we're associates degrees. So if I was going to start here, right, and if this is 25%, then 24 should be somewhere around here. And you can figure that out if you have a protractor. You can kind of have all of them as well. Yeah.
So pretty much 25 is a quarter and 55, right?
Yeah, totally. So you can kind of, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect every time. There are times when it might have to be perfect, right? But I think that in most cases, if you were to get a good estimate, it's still going to look really nice, and it's still going to represent your data. Yeah.
I think I missed it, but you can 360 times.
Yeah, so whatever percentage it is, right? So associates degrees were 24% of the data. So if you multiply 360 times 0.24, that's going to give you how many degrees of your circle you're taking. All right, let's see what that looks like. So now we know that an associate's degree is going to be at 86 degrees, right? We can find bachelors going to take up 184 degrees. A master's is going to take up 72 degrees. First professional degree at 11 degrees, and doctoral degrees at 7 degrees. Degrees at degrees. All right, let's see what it looks like.
Drum roll, please.
There it is. Beautiful. Let's talk about it. All right. So, we're looking at percentage of the circle. First, let's look at bachelor's degree, right? That is 184 degrees, right? So 180 degrees will be half of the circle, right? So you can eyeball it and say, okay, it's about a little more than half, right? Or you could use a protractor and get it perfect. And then I would personally go on to fill in associate's degrees next, right? The next largest one. And put 24%. And put maybe just about a quarter of the circle. And then a little less than a quarter of the circle for master's degrees, because master's degree was at 20%. And then you can kind of fit in the other two. Like I said, if you want it to be a perfect, you can use a protractor and get those angles perfect. But I don't think anyone is going to measure it. I think that if you have a very good estimate as to those percentages, it's going to look good.
You got your labels, you're good.
Absolutely, these labels are super important. And you should also have a title. Alright? Alright, so tomorrow we will construct our own pie chart.